Hello and welcome everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the controversy regarding the reporting of noradrenaline dosage in various studies and how to harmonize this. So this is a narrative on the dose expression, the salt formulations available and the need for a global standardization so that the research is comparable. Uh, this is going to be a chronological review about how this thing has evolved over the last decade or so. So, what exactly is norepinephrine? It is a vasopressor which we use regularly in our ICUs for the blood pressure management. It is the first line for most of the shocks and it is recommended for septic shock, and it has a dose dependent alpha 1 effect on the vascular tone. The problem is the dosing that is reported is extremely variable, because if you have seen, then you would have known that the dose in the ampules is reported both as the base as well as the salt. So some people take the salt dosing, some people take the base dosing, which again creates a lot of confusions. Some people report it as microgram per minute, some as microgram per kg per minute. So there is a lot of ambiguity, and this makes the comparability of a study with another, especially in terms of the vasopressor support that was needed, very difficult. So the cross site and cross study interpretation becomes very difficult. So the objective of this particular analysis is to trace the evolution of recognition, quantify the risks, and outline strategies for a global harmonization of norepinephrine dose. So what is the chemical necessity? Why the salt formulations exist? The salt formulation, they exist because norepinephrine has poor solubility in water, but it does dissolve in acidic media. So the pharmaceutical development therefore employed acidic salt to ensure that it is aqueous soluble, chemically stable, and manufacturability for the IV usage. Now this has resulted in various salts like tartarate, bitartarate, hemitartarate, hydrochloride and maleate. So there are clinical vials, syringe and premixes are necessarily these salt conjugates. So what is the clinical implication? The levels, as I said, they may display the salt as well as the active base as well. Without explicit base reporting, identical clinical dosage may be documented differently, because if you are measuring the salt, then the dose will grossly vary. This is especially because there is no consensus worldwide. Different people are using different ways of expressing the same thing. So the cross-country practices vary, seeding a systematic error into our research. So what is the impact of the salt molecule on dosing? Total drug mass equals the norepinephrine base plus the acid that we have included. So the salt increases the gross weight, but the per unit expression of the base remains the same. So what happens is, some regions list the concentration as salt, others, especially in North America, it is measured as base, creating numerical discordance for identical pharmacological exposure. So the lack of awareness and of local formulations and level conventions results in misinterpretation at the order entry, pump programming and the research abstract. So this becomes very difficult. So, for example, the norepinephrine base is approximately has a molecular weight of 169 gram per mole. Dosing anchor of 1 milligram base is equal to 1 milligram active norepinephrine is the standard that we use. So, if we go for tartarate, tartarate has a molecular weight of 337, and about 2 milligram of tartarate contains 1 milligram of the base. So the levels listing salt can double the number versus the base. Now if you go for bitartarate, it has a lower millimolecular weight, around 319. So roughly 189 milligram of this salt is equal to 1 milligram of the base. So these things are very important. Tartrate predominates in North America and Europe and even in India. Inconsistency arises in publication or pumps when we omit whether we have used the salt or the base value. So what is the implication in terms of the clinical practice and patient safety? Because of this inconsistency, the units are misread, whether it is a salt or a base. It can result in under or overdosing. So there is a communication gap. Each shift, the gap remains, and especially if the patient is being transferred to another unit or state, it becomes a problem. There is a systemic discrepancy. Pumps and the electronic records with dispatch units, they will result in amplifying the confusion. So this problem is widespread, highlighting a significant awareness gap. Now, in ESICM 2021, it was found that nearly 50% of the healthcare professional, they were unaware of their local formulation and what conversions and expressions they're using. So that's a humongous thing. If 50% of the staff doesn't even know that there is a discrepancy and possible difference of dosing that could have happened, then it becomes very difficult. In an Italian 2024 study, 53% assumed that the guidelines was salt and not base. So more than half of the patients think that it is based on salt. Again, the Italian 2024 study found that 81% failed a simulated calculation when the salt framework was used. So even though they are thinking it's salt, they are still unable to find out what actual dose they are giving. So there is a clear gap in the understanding of what is actually happening. So there is inconsistent norepinephrine base and salt reporting, which makes our clinical research and the scoring systems unreliable. So the trial design integrity is important. We must accurately make it based on the base. So it's the base reference dosing which is important. It is essential to eligible threshold, patient stratification and protocolization titration within clinical trials. Predictive performance of mortality models. Converting the base report to salt equivalent has been shown to degrade the predictive value of septic shock. And SOFA alignment. The cardiovascular SOFA component adds 1 beyond a threshold of 0.1 microgram per kg per minute. But then is this based on salt or the base remains the question. This critical threshold must be consistent with the base concentration and not the salt concentration, as many people are misinterpreting. Now, consistent vasoactive equivalence scores such as vasoactive inotropic equivalence, norepinephrine equivalent, rely on a consistent base anchoring, not salt anchoring, enabling meaningful comparison. So these things have to be standardized. So there is 6 practical recommendation to harmonize. So what can be done is we adopt the base as the universal dosing standard across the globe. And institutional formularies, pharmacies must be base referenced, not salt referenced. Charting must be done based on that only. Publication should be again based on the base referencing only. While labeling should be also like that. And finally, it must be made into a global standard and must be under a jurisdiction of a framework. So if you look at the national strategy, that is the US has called a SALT policy. In 2013, the USP monologue naming policy for salt drug substances was established, setting a foundation for the standard of pharmaceutical labeling. So the FDA adopted this and this policy in 2015, integrating into their national regulatory framework. So what happened is, so there is a primary name given. So label the name as the active drug, for example norepinephrine, then declare its strength, which means the base strength, 1 milligram norepinephrine. Then full salt details, provide the full salt name and strength within the technical information. So this policy upstreams clarity for manufacturing, significantly reducing the downstream clinical ambiguity and potential for medical errors. So as you can see over here, it is clearly written that 1 milligram per ml, this is the base, norepinephrine base. So, towards uniform norepinephrine dosing, adopt norepinephrine base as the global standard, standardized labeling for across institution and countries, ensure clear labeling of the drug while equivalence to the base, advocate for clear reporting based on the base, and all publication must disclose whether they are quoting the base or the salt, and it must be charted similarly across in the hospital practice, and this must be